All right, this is my John Deere 165 Hydro. I've had this thing about 8 or 9 years. Completely been through every piece of this. I cut the grass with it all the time. I had restored it and painted it. I found this thing in somebody's yard. It was crashed into a tree. It didn't run. There were pieces everywhere. And my buddy said it was a lost cause. I picked up the pieces and I put it back together. The engine was smoked. I went back through the engine. Rebuilt it. I painted it. It looked a lot better 8 years ago. Needed piston rings. I put piston rings in it. Didn't have spark. I put spark on it. Or figured out why it wasn't getting spark. It was the igniter. Had to make some things like the battery tie down. You know, just little odds and ends. Been cutting the grass so that as things break, I fix it. But it's a really nice machine. Does a good job cutting the grass. I love this thing. I'm going to try to ride it as long as I can. But we're having issues with too much slack on the belt. The belt's worn and was smoking. And it's leaving deposits on the deck. So I'm going to replace the two belts underneath, one off the engine and one for the belt. And then I'm also going to change the spindles as well underneath that cover and the blades, because they are making a god-awful humming noise, which they've been making pretty much the whole time I've had this thing. But yeah, I think now's the time to change it. So first thing I got to do is I got to drop the deck. So let's drop the deck. Ow. Get a screwdriver. And she's gone. All right, and I removed that, and that was a pain in the rear. Now I gotta go find that clip. Then on this side of the lawnmower, there's another hanger over here on this side that has another clip. And it's kind of crammed in here, but I gotta get rid of that spring pin right there. So I'm gonna do that off camera. Get that off, drop it, and then I think I have to just pick up on these hangers and take them off. And then I'll have to take the belt off. So I'll do that real quick. All right, underneath, I want to show you the adjustment hangers under here. Oh, it's really minimal room to work, but this hole right here is where the hanger goes, and it's adjustable by the lever, but you have to take these out, right? There's two pins. There's a pin that goes on this shaft. Follow this down, it's adjustable. A pin on this shaft that goes through here, and that's what lets you use the lever to move the deck up and down, but there's two hangers. Now these hangers are just slotted in here, and you got to kind of wiggle them out and find out how they go, but you just kind of lift up and take them out, and they'll get in the way. or else they'll get in the way, excuse me. Now, if you look over here, you can see what I'm talking about. Get a nice front shot of that. So you have to kind of pick that up and slide it around to that bigger area to get it off. So I'm gonna take that one off, and then yeah, we'll look at replacing these spindles, belts, and blades. Just gotta slide this deck out of here. All right, so we got the belt removed, and then we have to slide this whole deck out. So. And we got the deck removed, so now we can flip it over and we can take a look at the blades and the spindles and the belts. All right, I got the deck standing up on its end, and as you can see, the blades don't look too bad, but I haven't changed them in a very long time. And I'd like to put high lift 3-in-1 blades on here. Had good results with those, but I've always had this problem where I go to remove this, and the nut on the other side tries to come off. So I'm going to try to get this blade off here, even if I have to take the whole thing apart because I have new spindles. Yeah, and then I'll take them to the store, get some new blades, size them up correctly, and then we should be in the money, and I can change those spindles out. So let's do that. So now I got that pulley off, I got to get this woodruff key out of here. It's sitting right here. It's probably not going to want to come out. I'm probably going to have to persuade that thing. But yeah, I'm going to work on that and then try to pound this whole sheave out of this bearing. And then put this sheave in a vise and then try to get that bolt out of there. So here we go. Alright, so I've been smacking on that, trying to get that through. I know I could just remove the whole spindle, but then I couldn't get the blade off, so I'm going to pound this out, then remove the spindle. That way I can go see what, match my blades up at the store. But I got it hanging out the bottom. I wish it would, there we go, it would focus. I got it hanging out the bottom. Got a few more whacks right there, and then it should come on through. And after it comes on through, I have to work on getting that sheave off of there. So we'll keep smacking it. Free at last. All right. So I got that that sheave out of there, and I got that strip bolt. So I'm going to work on getting that out of there, and then I'll remove that spindle and that one as well. So let me get this bolt out of here so I can take that blade in and measure it. All right, be right back. All right, success. I got the blade off. I'm gonna go take that and see if I can go get 2 more blades. And then this was a 16, but it was pretty stripped and rounded. So I hammered a 15 on there. So I'm gonna get another bolt too, because this one's all chewed up. Maybe I'll get 2, just so I can start off fresh. Put some anti-seize on the threads, so I won't have this problem anymore. But all right, yeah, I'll go run to the store and go get that, and then we'll take the spindles out and reassemble them. All right, so I got back from the store and I was able to find a couple blades. I got these high lift barb blades, 3-in-1s. The holes match up and the length is the same. They are a little bit wider, but these are heavier duty, and I think they'll perform well. I also got new spindles. All right. The part number on the spindle is CSPN 0042. By that company, looks like they match up. They didn't come with hardware. So I got to make sure that I reuse the hardware or get new, which I'll probably get new. The blades, I didn't say the part number there. Blades that I found for this are 96697 made by Oregon. And then I got 2 John Deere belts that I ordered online. So this is a M77988. And that's the shorter one from the engine to the deck. And then your deck belt should be M82462. So I'll install those, and then everything should work. Everything should look good. Maybe I'll putty knife all of that dead grass out of there and see what we got. So I got to remove those spindles, so that's what I'm gonna do next, and the other blade. So let's do that. They appear to be the same. The pulley appears to be the same diameter. You even have catches to catch the tops and the thread in. I'm gonna have to reuse bolts, it looks like. So we'll see. Didn't come with any. Yep, same thread pitch. So I'll reuse these and clean them up and use the washers. That's good.
Why you keeping me waiting?
Wow, what a mess. I guess I'll vacuum that up. And then I'll change that out with spindle. So I had to rewatch my video a couple times. Comes off of this pulley, goes across the front of the tensioner, goes underneath this bracket, around this pulley. Now nothing touches. Now we can provide tension. So I'll do that now. So I don't mind shooting YouTube videos when I'm working on stuff. Got a bad memory. And that was really painful. So now I'll throw the deck up under there which should also be painful. And yeah, we'll fire it up and we'll see if the blades turn. Alright, well I got the test for the John Deere. I cut my buddy's grass over here. It's been a while, it's been raining, so I've got quite the grass to cut, so let's see how them new blades do, huh? Yeah, let's get to it. Looks like it does a pretty good job. So, I'm gonna get to cutting. See what it looks like when it's done. I'd have to say the old John Deere did pretty well. It cut this stuff that was pretty long, way longer than I'd like to cut with a garden tractor. It cut it into confetti. Some long strands, but those new blades really helped out, and it did a pretty good job. So yeah, that was a success. Maybe next time I'll change the drive belt, because I haven't done that in about 8 years. But yeah, it's pretty much concludes my video. Thanks for watching.